I got an alert, man, and I wasn't really even gonna come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really even gonna come on, but I got this alert, and it put me in a certain state of mind, man. Let me tell you what I got, man. I want y'all to listen to this, man. The Justice Department will not bring federal charges against any police officers involved in the death of Eric Garner, a 43-year-old black man whose recorded takedown in New York in 2014 helped coin a rallying cry for those concerned about law enforcement's treatment of minorities. Two people familiar with the matter said. For Garner's supporters, the decision is a disappointing, albeit long expected end to a case that had languished for years as various components of the Justice Department disagreed about what to do. Think about that now. Disagreed about what to do when we saw that man get choked out in the middle of the damn street. Or in the middle of the city anyway. In front of folks. At a news conference Tuesday, Gwen Carr said the Justice Department had failed us and called on the New York City Police Commissioner to fire the police officer who was caught on video wrapping his arm around Garner's neck before he died. 5 years ago, and I quote, 5 years ago, my son said I can't breathe 11 times, and today we can't breathe because they have let us down, Carr said. Prosecutors, including Richard P. Donahue, the U.S. Attorney in Brooklyn, delivered the news to Garner's family. The development was first reported by the New York Times. The people familiar with the decision spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the matter's sensitivity. The case followed a lengthy and tortuous path through the Justice Department, staying alive as three attorneys general, Eric Holder, Loretta E. Lynch, and Jeff Sessions, finished their terms without bringing it to a conclusion. Reverend Al Sharpton, who appeared with Garner's family at a news conference after the meeting with prosecutors, said they were told Attorney General William P. Barr made the decision. The meeting came just a day before the 5-year anniversary of Garner's death. Quite the timing, right? After which the statute of limitation would have prevented prosecutors from bringing certain charges. 5 years ago, Eric Garner was choked to death, Sharpton said. Today, the federal government choked Lady Justice. From the outset, the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division argued that charges were warranted, especially for New York City police officer Daniel Pantaleo, who was caught on the video wrapping his arm around Garner's neck during the takedown, the one who choked him to death. Choked the man to death, man, on video for the world to see. For nothing. But the FBI and federal prosecutors in New York were wary of bringing a case, and some of their skepticism was documented in internal records, potentially complicating a future trial, current and former law enforcement officials said. The tension became so severe that the Justice Department removed New York FBI agents from the team of investigators. Late in Lynch's term as Attorney General, then Civil Rights Division head Vanita Gupta successfully pushed for her prosecutors to take the lead on the case, and Lynch authorized them to move forward, current and former officials said, but they found some of the previous investigation lacking and knew their work would have to continue into the Trump administration. Now, I ain't gonna read too much more of that, man. I just wanted to I want to share that with y'all, man, because I don't know how many of y'all have heard it. I got it this morning at like 11, man, and I was busy doing some other things, so I set up the show for 3. And I actually set it up for 1:30, but then I wasn't going to be able to make that, so I rescheduled for 3. I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. You know, this is a direct slap in the face, brother. You know, this is a direct slap in the face, man. You know, we've seen a lot of men get gunned down. We've seen a lot of men get shot down. But, I mean, you know, you get shot 19 times, you die. When you get choked out, man, when we hear that man on that video saying, I can't breathe, which in essence means, man, you choking me. You choking me. You choking me out, man. I'm about to die. I can't breathe. Anytime somebody can't breathe, they gonna die soon after that, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to understand this, brother. The bottom line is this. We ain't got no time to be doing all this backbiting and shit that we've been doing, man. You know, this has been going on for pretty much this entire year, man. A whole bunch of backbiting and brothers attacking each other and brothers going in on each other and a whole bunch of other things, man, that, you know, I don't really like, man, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like these things to be taking place, man, because I just know for a fact that we're not giving each other the just respect that we deserve, man. See, let me tell you something about racism. When you look outside at white folks that got a rebel flag on their yard, they ain't racist. They bigots. The difference between racism and bigotry is an individual thing. Racism is a system of oppression. So whereas I don't have a problem with anybody white carrying their little flag, I don't care nothing about none of that. Because see, they don't have a dog in the race of the system of oppression that we dealing with. Anytime a man can be choked out. Now I know some beta male gonna come in here and say, well, Dr. BOA, what about the black on black crime? Well, what about the black on black crime, Dr. BOA? There are more black men who kill black men than the police kill black men. Okay, young sucker, you got a point. But where are those black men? The very moment it's found out that you can kill somebody, man, you're going to prison. It ain't no charges are being brought after you choke somebody out or kill somebody in the middle of the street. As soon as it's found out that your ass is the one that did it, man, you're going to prison. And you probably ain't gonna never get out. See what I'm saying? I got some things going on here, man, that let me close this internet window out over here, man. It's making my joint kind of act up a little bit. My lighting ain't right either, man. I got some lights, man, with a yellow hue on them, man. So y'all bear with me on that, man. I didn't know they were gonna have this hue, but they do. So, I say this to you, brothers. And, there's been a lot of things going on around here, man, between the brethren and, just black men in general, man. Hey, man, we got to chill with that shit, bro. We all got this platform for a reason, man. We all got this platform to be able to spread good word to the people, to be able to unite the people, to be able to give the people something to rally around, man. It ain't all about these brawls. And it looks a damn shame, man, when we sitting on here, man, backbiting each other, man, and going at each other for what? We don't even know each other personally. I'm from an area, man, where I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing about having a problem with a man that I don't know. I don't know nothing about having an issue with a man who ain't did me no harm. You know what I'm saying? If a man ain't did me nothing, man, I ain't got no problem with nothing he does. Even these boys that around here biting my whole style, man, taking my content, rebranding it as they own, man, taking my whole delivery and all that. I ain't got no problem with them. If I did, I would have been to call them out by name by now. You understand? A whole lot of things being said, whole lot of lies being spread, whole lot of things going on around here. And for what? I don't see not now brother on this platform, man, attacking nobody white. I don't see, these boys are scared to talk about the system. You understand? There's a few brothers that'll get on here and talk about the plight of black folks, man, without worrying about no backlash. You understand? But ain't nobody attacking nobody white when everything you done dealt with in your life, man, your system of oppression, your struggle to get money, your struggle to get education, your struggle to stay out of jail, your struggle to keep from being pulled over, killed by a cop. It ain't got nothing to do with no black man. It ain't got nothing to do with no black man. So I don't understand how any of us can have any problem. Hey, man, it's been bad over these past 6 months, man. I've heard some things said about some brothers, by other brothers, man, that just don't make sense, man. You understand? It's a travesty that we sitting here dealing with these types of things, man. George Macon, what's good, brother? There you go. Great point. Great point. Great point. So, man, you got to understand this, man. We got a lot of things to deal with in this society. And this is just one case. We've been dealing with this shit, man, for years, man. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then they'll throw a dog a bone, man, and give us some lowly rookie cop or some cop that ain't never made no rank on then, and we'll be happy with that. The same way they gave us a so-called black president. We were happy with that. You understand what I'm saying? Boy, we calmed down so much, and now we just sit back and watch these things happen. I guarantee you, man, that the majority of black folks in this country is looking at that story, man, going on about their lives, man. You might see a few Facebook posts. You might see a few other things. But the bottom line is there is no animosity toward the system of oppression that's holding us back right now. You got brothers who are outside of that environment. Now, I know somebody who never been in that environment or any environment where they had any stress or pressure from law enforcement is going to say, well, he should just did what the policeman said. He should just, hey, man, I know a brother right now, man, who got his brains blown out by a cop for doing exactly what the cop said. Got out the car, cop illegal search and everything, man. Got out the car, man, got the cuffs put on him, man. Man, they found that boy somewhere, man, with his head blown off, man. You understand what I'm saying? And the last time he was seen was, man, in that cop car. They came up with some cockamamie story, man, about how he escaped and got into it with him and got to fighting with him and all that, man. But come on, man. We know ain't no man that's cuffed up, done escaped from no cops, man. And got his brains blown out by who? I just know one thing, man, that when I hear brothers out here tearing each other down, I know that you're lost. I know that you don't have any understanding about the monster that we dealing with in this particular society. Hey, man, we dealing with a beast in this society, brothers. A beast. I'm talking about a show enough monster, man. And we've been dealing with it for so long, man, that the monster just a part of our lives. Tell me right now, if you rolling down a dark country road and you pass a cop, and then suddenly he jump out behind you with his lights on, tell me you ain't gonna get a tad bit anxious. Tell me you ain't gonna get a tad bit anxious. I know you are, because I am. Even though I know God rolling with me and I am not finna get killed by no cop on no dark country road, I'm still a tad bit anxious. Because I know the system of oppression. And I ain't even concerned about if he smoked me. If he smoked me, cool. I got to die one day anyway. But I'm worrying about my family having to live alone and live the rest of their lives out knowing that I was handled like Eric Garner was handled and no justice was ever brought on my behalf. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? We sit here and we talk and we argue and we debate and we fuss and we fight and we pick at each other and we nag at each other and we lie on each other and we lie to each other. So far, where has that gotten us? Let me tell you what's a travesty. And this is a real travesty. And I'm sure, George, if you in here, man, you can agree with me on this. Isn't it a travesty that even after all of this time, now Reverend Al Sharpton was marching with Martin Luther King, man. We're talking about back in the 50s and 60s, man. Why is it that when something comes up, it's still either him or Jesse Jackson speaking on our behalf? And instead of looking at ourselves as younger men, like we should be ashamed of ourselves, that we still got to be represented by grandfathers. These men are grandfathers. And I ain't talking about young folk grandfather. I'm talking about old school grandfathers where they got grandchildren in their 20s and 30s, maybe even 40s. These men are old men in their 70s and 80s, man. And they still the ones that got to represent us. But we get on YouTube and talk all this leadership shit. Who we gonna lead? Where the leadership at? How come ain't nobody stepping up? We could take all these damn trips out the country. We could take all these trips around the country. We can go to all these places, have all this fun. How can't nobody showing up there with the fucking reporters, man, talking to these people about Eric Garner and how this justice system is going to have to change, and we're not going to stand up and take it laying down no more? Because that take nuts. You understand? That take gorilla kahunas. You got to have balls to do that. And a whole bunch of people can talk the talk, but when it's time to walk the walk, they act like their damn legs broken. Well, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm going to make a fucking difference. Now, if y'all going to roll with me and support me, fine. If I got to get out there by myself, but this ain't going to keep happening without me showing up to where this shit going on, man, and running my mouth, letting them know, hey, man, something going to have to change. That's around every 4 years and vote. For who? You vote for your president, but not for your governor. You vote for your president, but not for your mayor. Come on, man. Don't you understand the game, man? I'm gonna tell you like the brother, good, like Baba Dick Gregory always say. It's game. It's game, man. This whole shit is just game. That's all it is, man. Hey, man, I was put on this earth to make a difference in my people's life, brother. That's my purpose. My purpose is to live and die for this struggle. You understand? And it's high time I stand my ass up on my soapbox, man, and do what I got to do. They gonna come at me. They gonna do whatever they gonna do. But the difference between me and maybe Dr. King and Malcolm is I don't really care about my life. You understand? I want to live. I got shit to do. But I ain't gonna sit around here and run from death. I ain't running from it. Whenever it catch me, it's gonna catch me because I ain't gonna take off running. You understand? But while I'm here, I'm going to put my foot down and make a damn difference, man, because I cannot stand by and allow this shit to happen and the whole world think that we don't care. Ain't nobody watching us on YouTube talk about this shit. Let me tell y'all something. 70% of YouTube viewership is outside the United States. So that means at least 70% of the people on YouTube don't even know Eric Garner. Don't even know what happened to him. Don't even know nothing about none of this. Hell, 70% of the people on YouTube don't even know Martin Luther King, probably. You understand? Man, we are not going to make anything happen on this damn platform. We're not going to make anything happen on this platform, man. We keep talking about kumbaya and let's get together and let's make a difference. Man, how in the hell you think you're going to make a difference on the platform of a billion-dollar company, a multi-billion-dollar company that's run by white folks? How much you think we're going to get done on here? Everything. We got to get out in the streets, man. Everything that's ever taken place was done out in the streets. We got to get out here and beat the pavement, man. We got the manosphere on here. How come ain't no manosphere on the streets? You understand? We got the Hotel brothers here. Where the Hotel brothers at on the streets? How come the Hotel, what was the rallying cry against all these attorney generals that sat here and let this thing run almost to the statute of limitations was up? And there's a bunch of more of them, but I'm speaking about Eric Garner right now. They quick to point out the murders in Chicago and got you niggas calling Chicago Chirac. Don't you understand how disrespectful it is, man, to sit and call a city that's full of black folks something like Chirac? That means that you buy into the propaganda that these boys is just out there doing something just because they want to. We know about all the chemicals in the food and water. We know about all the mind control drugs that are being used. We know about the vaccinations and what they do to you. We know about the synthetic marijuana and all the things that these people smoke. We know about all these things. We know about the fact that psychotropics are being pushed as recreational drugs. We know that all this is about mind control. So when you see a city with all these black men in there and all they doing is looking at each other as something to be target practice, don't you understand this game? It's game, man. And exactly, there is no proof that it's black on black crime. Because I'm going to tell you, that little boy, what that little boy name was, man, that got shot in Detroit. Somebody put his name up there. He was 11 years old, man. They killed him at a park, man. Somebody put that boy name in the chat for me, man. I forgot his name. All that's coming in my mind is Laquan McDonald. I can't think of nobody else, because as I'm thinking about Eric Garner, I'm thinking about Laquan McDonald and how they knocked him off his feet with all those shells. I'm talking about pretty much knocked him off his feet. I can't remember this boy's name, man. Somebody put it in the chat for me, man. Yeah, exactly. Tamir Rice, that's his name. Tamir Rice, man. When Tamir Rice was shot, man, Tamir Rice was not even shot by one of those cops. That boy dropped, man, before they even got out the fucking car good. Go back and watch that video, man. The way he dropped, that shot didn't come from straight by. That shot came from a sniper bullet, man. I'm telling you, go back and look at that video, man. Dissect it. See, they can't show me nothing without me dissecting it. I don't just watch the news and say, well, damn, the police shot that boy. No, man. I sit down and I break it down. And I'm telling you, that shot that dropped that boy didn't come from that. Oh, yeah, it was in Cleveland. That's where it was. Yeah, you're right. I think it was in Cleveland. Why I thought it was in Detroit, man. Was it in Detroit or Cleveland, man? It might have been in Cleveland. My bad, man. I thought it was in Detroit, man. It's so much murder going on, man, that you can't even tell where it was. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, brother, and this is real talk, man. This is real talk. Y'all got to understand the depth of what we dealing with. Why you think all these young boys get knocked off like this? Just a certain age group. And look how long it's been going on. They start reporting this statistic that most black men are likely to die between the ages of 15 and 24. When they put that report out, man, don't you know that was just a rallying cry for them to spread information, man, about who they was going to target for organ harvesting? See, y'all got to do some research, man. You got to understand the wickedness of the system that we dealing with. Organ harvesting is big business, man. There's people all around the world that need kidneys. There's people all around the world that need all kind of transplants, man. And they knocking young boys off, man, taking them organs, bro. A lot of people know this. So, hey, man, even if they don't, I know it. And I'm going to put it out there. See, but this is the type of thing. We can't sit here on this platform and share our damn plans with the world. What's the point in being strategic if we're going to get on here and talk about it on YouTube? How strategic is it to get on here and talk about anything we planning on doing on the biggest search engine in the damn world? You understand? We got to start thinking, man. I'm telling you what happened, brothers. And our women have fallen victim to this. But we got to make sure we don't fall victim to this. Social media has become real social life. Social media has become real social life. You know, and I'm going to tell you, bro, we should, like this Eric Garner thing, it really shouldn't bother me like this. Because it wasn't long ago when we had to deal with what former President Bush did in Katrina. Man, we watched the news and saw people dying up under a damn interstate overpass. We saw babies dying. We saw old people who needed their medicine out there dying. We watched this with our own eyes, man. We watched them blow the levee, flood them people out like that, ship them up out of there. Want to do with the area. We watched this with our own eyes. Man, we've become so immune to watching our people die that shit sickens me, man. Man, let me tell you something. Man, I was sick for days after I watched Katrina, man, because wasn't nothing I could do about it, brothers. Salute to the brother David Banner, man, who had just dropped the album, man, and I think after Harvey. It may have been after Harvey. And man, he went down, man, and he didn't even promote his album, man. He went down and put boots on the ground and helped the people out, man. That's a real brother right there, man. That's a brother that at some point I'm going to have to sit down and talk to, man. I'm going to have to get my people to get in touch with his people, man. Man, that brother going to have to sit down and have a talk, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's driving me, brother. It's driving me, man, that we sit around here, man, and we talk. None of us should have no damn animosity toward one another. We ain't doing nothing to the system. We ain't bucking against the system. Hell, we look like bucking against one another. I don't care where you're from. I don't care where you're at. I'm talking about why ain't we bucking against the system. This what the hell we gonna lead to our children, man? We gonna leave this same system behind. We ain't gonna do nothing. When I say, hey, man, you need to get God in your life. Well, God ain't gonna give me no money. I got to focus on this money. When I say, hey, man, you got to study your history, man, and understand your blackness. Well, I ain't worried about that. It ain't about black and white. You know, it's the racism don't exist. Okay, nigga, racism don't exist. Well, let me tell you something. Hey, I'm going to tell you another story that somebody just sent me today. I was going to do a video on it. I might still do it, but then I may not, because I'm going to share it with y'all right now. There was a black sheriff's deputy. Black sheriff's deputy now rolled up at the IRS office, man. He was on duty. He was in full uniform. Had his gun on him, had his badge showing, everything was where it was supposed to be. You know the white security guard in there ran out of there and drew down on him, man. I'm talking about, man, look, drew down on him from behind, brother. That man say he thought he was finna die, man. He say he thought he was finna die. Now here's a black sheriff's deputy on duty. Gotta be fearing for his life from a fucking security guard. A security guard, man. And this was an older man. Man, this man had already made rank where he was like some type of special instructor. He wasn't even on the beat no more, man. He was an older man. He got to worry about getting killed, shot in his back at the IRS office. And let me tell you the crazy thing. When the people called the cops, the people at the IRS office, when they called the cops, they never did tell the local cops that was showing up that this man was a sheriff deputy who had a gun. Never did tell him. So they could have rolled in, man, and just started busting. Now here this man, a veteran, and people, I know some beta male sitting man Johnny gonna say, well, that's what he get. He's a cop. He's a cop. Well, before he's a cop, he's a black man. You understand? Before every drug dealer's a drug dealer, he's a black man. Before every gangbanger's a gangbanger, he's a black man. Before every killer's a killer, he's a black man. How you gonna let a system give you a determination that make you separate your own people from their race, from their color, from their creed, from their heritage? Primal Fitness, I appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. You know, man, it's a travesty, man, that we just sit aside, man, and let these things happen, brother. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can't take this shit no more, be honest with you, man. I can't take it no more, brothers. You understand? I mean, if I got to be the one to step, no matter of fact, it ain't no if. Hey, man, I'm going to be the one to step out there, man. You understand? I'm going to pull me together a team. I'm going to hire publicists. Pull me together publicists, man, to keep me on top of things, man. When some shit go down, man, she let me know where it's at. I'm going to show up. And my ass going to be right on the news. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to be right on the news. Every time that shit go down, I'll be right on the news with a rallying cry. You understand? So listen, I'm going to move like a rapper. You see me, you're going to see me with some goons. You know what I'm saying? My goons going to be with me. But I got to make something happen, man, because ain't nobody else doing shit. Ain't nobody doing nothing. If I don't do it, it ain't going to get done. Don't look like. Ain't nobody doing it. All these cats with all this money everywhere, all these cats with all this power, all these connections everywhere, all these cats with all these violent partners, man, and all these guns everywhere, man, and ain't nobody doing nothing, homie. Nothing. Nigga, Martin Luther King did more than we doing, and all he did was march. They didn't want to sit here and knock Martin Luther King. Hey, man, listen, I don't support his methods. I don't think that's the method to get anything done. But the fact that he was speaking on it, we don't even speak on it, brothers. We don't even speak on it. When Black Bike Week come around, we can get somewhere then. You understand? We can get somewhere when Black Bike Week come around. You know what I'm saying? When the Kappa Beach party come, we can get somewhere. I'm telling you, brothers. I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know, man, what the hell could be done. We still concerned about our women when they're not on our side anymore. We ain't even got to be concerned about them. This ain't no time for us to be worrying about who we can have sex with. This ain't no time to be worrying about who you can settle down with. This ain't no time to be worrying about no relationship, man. This is a time to be worrying about building ourselves. And just like a boxer, you ain't going to build yourself always trying to run up in something. We got to focus, brothers. We got to focus, man. Because that could have been you. That could have been me. That could have been any of us. Especially if those of us who stay on the highway always going in and out of town. That could have been any of us, man. I got a partner that travel all around the country, man. Who's to say it can't be him? Who's to say it can't be me? Who's to say it can't be my people? Who's to say it can't be your people? Shit, who's to say it can't be all of us? I'm telling you, brothers, man, it's a travesty that we still believe that we have power. Let me tell you something, black man. You ain't got no power. Stop holding up the black power fist. Stop holding this up, man. You ain't got no power. You ain't got no power. Just accept that. You ain't got no power. You understand? So we can do this all day. Both fists. We can do it both fists. Do it all day. We ain't got no power. That shit don't mean nothing. It just means that you got your fist up. You know why ain't no black power? Because we think we got it, but we don't. Anything you think you already have, you're not going to fight for it. Anything you think you already have, you're not going to fight for it. That's just the reality of the matter. If you think you got it, why are you going to fight for it? What a power. Let me tell you something. We get so pacified, man. Let's look at this Jay-Z thing, man, about being a billionaire. Man, I am ecstatic that finally somebody in the industry that's made hundreds of billions of dollars over the years has finally become a billionaire, and the majority of their money was not made from the music. You know how many billionaires, multi-billionaires have been made off that off hip-hop, man, and its influence? So the fact that we can look and say, when we look at Nike, we look at all those brands, man, the fact that Michael Jordan is barely inching into being worth $2 billion, the fact that there's one white man that's got more money than all the black men in America combined, should tell you money ain't gonna do it. If you get money, you getting it for your own individual self, because you ain't gonna never make a dent in this society with money. Hell, they print the money. They give the money its value. You could become a millionaire tomorrow, and they could tell you that every dollar is only worth 50 cents. What you gonna do? Your $1 million gonna be 500,000. That is not the method that you overcome somebody. You can't overcome a system using its own tools that it uses to oppress your ass. How you gonna use its tools to get out of oppression with those other tools that are oppressing you? The only thing black men got It's the Most High. That's the only thing black men got. We ain't got nothing else, man. That's the bottom line. We've tried money. We've tried fighting. We've tried marching. We've tried taking care of ourselves. We've tried everything. We've tried everything except the Most High. And the problem is, most black men don't even want to have a relationship with the Most High. All of these things that are going on around us, man, this is punishment. This is punishment. This is continuation of a punishment that our forefathers brought upon our people because of their unwillingness to obey the Most High. The same thing we doing today. How the hell we gonna get from under someone we doing the same thing they did to get us under? See what I'm saying? That's all that's gonna get us out of this, man. It's the Most High, nothing else. Keep trying. Keep talking about let's get our money together and pool. Anybody that's talking about pool your money together, man, them niggas is selfish. You selfish as hell, man, if you talking about pool the money together. Pool the money together and do what? Don't you think that's been tried before? Anything that we do in this society that doesn't incorporate the Most High is going to be destroyed by this system. You ever done any research on Black Wall Street and all the other environments that black men was trying to build at that point? You see, let me tell you something. See, Black Wall Street was destroyed, but they built it back up. They built the buildings back up. They built everything back up, but you know what they couldn't build back up? The heart. The heart of the people was crushed because they knew at that point they had to go along to get along, because at any minute, this system of oppression could rear its ugly head and squash everything that you're doing. Squash everything that you're doing. Over Henry, man, I appreciate the $8 super chat, brother. Appreciate it. And, man, without the Most High, we're dead. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's my rallying cry, man. We have to understand our connection to the Most High and understand that you don't get yourself out of oppression. When the Most High delivers you into oppression, you don't get yourself out of it. You become who you're supposed to be. You become who He's told you to be. And then you rely on Him to give you the tools you need. Am I saying that we're going to wake up one day and God's going to say, hey, follow me like the Pied Piper? No. But I'm telling you, we can't even get the tools we need to get out of this. Look how difficult it is to eat. Boy, you know how difficult it is, man, to relocate somewhere. We always talking about relocating, but how many men you know have actually relocated from the States and never come back? They're few in number. You know why? Because as an individual man, it takes a lot to go assimilate into a new society where your ass probably don't even speak the language. You got to learn the language. See, this is not what it's meant to be. It's not meant for a small group of us, 2 or 3 of us, to go live somewhere. Hey, y'all can do it if you want to, but that ain't my mission. Maybe your mission ain't to lead no struggle for the people. That's cool. I'm not saying every man has to be a leader of a struggle. I'm not saying every man has to do that. I'm not saying every man should feel required to do that. But if you know deep down in your soul, man, that that's what the Most High put you here for, stop being scared, man. Stop being afraid. Stop worrying about the consequences. Did Moses worry about the consequences when he went into Pharaoh? Initially, he did. But not because he was afraid of Pharaoh. He just wasn't confident in himself. He's like, man, I can't even talk, God. Why you want to send me in there? I ain't nobody. But once the Lord convinced him, hey, man, I got you. He went in there. And when Pharaoh got mad, he came out of there. And then he went back in. And eventually, he was the one getting pissed off by what Pharaoh was saying, because he knew he had God behind him. Don't you niggas want to feel that? Don't you want to see how it feels to go against a powerful system, knowing that God is with us? So we won't keep going against it and failing? So we won't keep thinking we could... Listen, Pharaoh himself said, hey, man, the Israelites are outgrowing us. The Hebrews are outgrowing us. There's too many of them. We got to oppress them. Now tell me this. If it's so many of them, how are you oppressing them? The system of oppression has been in place so long that we don't even know the root of it. We can't dig to the root of it. You can't chop a tree down. Hey, man, listen. You can go to the top of a tree and chop every single branch off. Guess what's going to happen over the years? More branches going to grow on that tree. You can chop a tree all the way down, man, to the trunk. And guess what's going to happen? It may take a while, but that tree going to grow right back up as long as those roots are in the ground getting the water and nutrients that they need. You got to pull a tree up by the root. And what's the root of our oppression? Offending the Most High. So how do we uproot our oppression? By going back and living a life that's pleasing to the Most High. See, this is the thing. I'm going to die in the struggle, brothers. Whether I'm going to die young or old, I don't know. But I'm going to die in the struggle. I'm going to die fighting a good fight. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with it. What are you going to do? So see, I'm going to live a life that's pleasing to the Most High regardless. But me, myself, ain't enough. It ain't enough, man. The only way that we're going to overcome this system, man, we got to get the hell out of here. And I'm not talking about one at a time, one by one. We got to be prepared to make a big move. And the only way we're going to do that, brothers, half of us don't even have the income that it takes to make that move. Half of us don't have the income to make it. And the thing is, those of us who do have the income to make it don't have any means of continuing the income if we leave. See, if we go as a people, hey man, we're too resilient, we're too industrious, we're too inventive, we're too innovative, we're too all of that to not be able to make it if we all make a move, or the majority of us anyway. And I know some beta male, some man Johnny gonna say, well, Dr. BOA, that sounds like a fantasy. You believe in the big great man in the sky, the mystery man in the sky. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't, you can bounce, because I don't even like you. Anybody in here right now, man, if you're atheist or something like that, man, this ain't for you. There's other channels, man, that will give you what you need, but this ain't the one for you. If you don't believe that there's a Most High, and you don't believe that, hey man, if you're a black man right now, and you don't think you're a direct descendant of the children of Israel, man, you can bounce. My channel ain't for you. My content ain't for you. You understand? Think about this, brother. Think about this. What do you do when you see a certain group of black folks, a certain type of black folk? And it's not even a problem that you don't want to be around them. It's the problem that you fear them. You fear them. Certain places I go, man, the people fear me there just because of my appearance, just because of the way they might hear me talk. It don't even matter that I use proper enunciation, pronunciation, and diction. They don't care about my pronunciation and diction. It's just the way that my words come out. They come out sounding like this. And sometimes they come out even more forceful. And they're afraid of me, man. My own people, they're afraid of me, man. Now I can go in the same room, man. I can go in the room with any white folks anywhere. And you know what? No matter how I come in there, they ain't afraid of me. Even if I got a gun, they ain't afraid of me. They might want to kill me if I got a gun, but they ain't afraid of me. Because they know, like I know, I don't have any power. I don't have any power, man. I don't have any power. You don't have any power. We don't have any power, brothers. And that's why after 5 years, we can watch a man get choked out in the middle of the street. I'm talking about get choked out in the middle of the street. Telling these people, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And nothing happens. Not even the cop who choked a man to death. You mean to tell me a man can get choked, man? Come on, brother. You think Black Lives Matter? Come on, man. A black man wouldn't even start something called Black Lives Matter. You know that wasn't started by no black man. Black Lives Matter? Come on, man. Who does stuff like that? That sounds feminine. I matter too. My feelings matter too. What I think matters too. I should have some input too. Don't that sound like something your old lady will say to you? So black lives don't matter, brother. Because black men ain't got no power. And racism does exist. The system of racism, it's the same as it's always been. It's the same as it's always been. It just got to the point where keeping us away from the money was counterproductive to the growth of the system. So now we can get to some money. You can go out there and get you a little old degree, man, and get in $100,000, $200,000 worth of debt, and go work and get you a nice little decent little job where you can get you some more debt, but you ain't gonna never be able to pay off your debt with that job. They'll give you that now, because your debt is what drives their system. So think about this. Everybody that's on this platform telling you about debt and how to get into more debt is telling you wrong. Your debt drives this system. But the people who benefit from your debt, they're not incorporating debt like you are. Now hold on, wait a minute now. You're telling me to get more debt, but the people who benefit from my debt they're the ones with all the money, and they ain't the ones. Hold up, man. Seem to me like what you telling me is keeping me away from the money. Man, the only reason you should get in debt, man, for real, on some real talk, is for business. You understand? If you're going to take out a real estate loan, man, to buy you some commercial property, man, or buy you some residential property to flip or something like that, go ahead and get into some debt, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a loan. You understand? But then you getting a loan under a company and not yourself. You should never get into a whole shitload of debt as an individual person. That shit makes no sense. Nigga, you can start an LLC and go buy you a company car. Why niggas out here telling you to buy all these cars for personal use? That become just a bill that you throwing money at. That becomes a useless, fruitless debt. You understand? It's the craziest thing in the world, man. You can't make no money off your little car unless you selling Avon, nigga. Mary Kay or something like that. There's just a bunch of foolishness going on, man. Quentin Knox, man, I appreciate the $2 super chat. Homicide, MGTOW dudes, beta male, simp manginas. No, man, the MGTOW dudes swear that shit. They the main ones who aren't beta male, simp manginas. They may have been, but now they not. MGTOW dudes are the one who say, I'm going my own way, man. I ain't dealing with these bros on that level. So nah. Really, to be perfectly honest with you, MGTOW is the biggest group of guys who aren't beta male, simp manginas. Like as far as size, they're the largest group of guys, man, who are doing everything in their power to not be beta male, simp manginas. Over Henry, man, I appreciate the $10 super chat, brother. So I just say this, man, you got to understand this, brothers. This world is about good and evil. And right now, we're being engulfed and dominated by evil because we're not good. And by good, I mean drop an E and you get God. We don't have a relationship with the Most High. And that is our problem. That is our problem. So, and then you got to think about this, brothers. It's funny that I had Jay said that, but man, when I meet chicks from Africa, man, they always be like, "Damn, you're different. You're a different man. You're not like other American men." I'd be like, "Well, how many American men have you met?" I've not met many, maybe two, maybe you're the second. I said, "Well, how do you know?" Well, we hear about it. We hear about it all the time. So our image that they created of us is being shared with the whole damn world. It's not just here. Listen, brothers, this system knows who we are. They know that we're God's chosen people. They know what our relationship with God is. So what they're trying to do is just continually embarrass us and show the rest of the world how far we've fallen. This is what they've been doing forever. You know what I'm saying? The word of the Most High says that when I punish you and I move away from you and I start punishing you for your unwillingness to obey my statutes and commandments, then the rest of the world will look and say, look, they were so high and mighty, but look at them now. Their God has abandoned them. That's all they're doing, man. They're perpetuating the image of us as being God's chosen people who are no longer God's chosen people. Look at the weak state of the Israelites. Look at the weak state of God's chosen people. Look how we are dominating God's chosen people. Look how we can kill them in the middle of the street and ain't nothing they can do about it. We don't get respected by any cultures in the world. Not the men. And let me tell you a secret. We could pat ourselves on the back because we could go somewhere and be treated well by the women. That ain't gonna get you nowhere in this world, but all that's gonna do is get you a nut. I'm talking about as black men. Is it okay for you not to be respected around the world? Are you pacified by a woman liking you, by women being okay with that, but and accepting that you're not respected by other men around the world? No man in any country, anywhere, respects black American men. You know why? Because we don't fight for anything. All we fight for is our fucking reputation. All we fight for is over these scallywags. All we fight for is to be more like the peoples whose oppressive system is oppressing us. We don't fight for nothing. I'm talking about, when the last time have black men fought for anything? Any rights, any freedoms, any causes, anything. I'm talking about as a group, not a small group. I'm talking about not two niggas. I'm talking about, when have we fought for anything? We ain't fought for shit since I've been alive. How many of y'all can remember time since you've been alive that we fought for something? Anything. Anything, man. It's a crazy world out here, man. It's a crazy world out here. And the majority of us are more focused on money than we ever have been God, than we ever will be God. The majority of us would rather have money than have a positive relationship with the Most High, man. And have a positive relationship with the Most High. We don't even police our own environment. We run away from it. And let me tell you the travesty of it all. Let me tell you why we get disrespected the most. This is why we get disrespected the most. Because other men in other cultures could not imagine this system oppressing them the way we're oppressed. Taking our women away from us the way they have. You understand? They have taken our women's minds away from us. Their minds control them. They have taken the reins of our women away from us while we stand aside and point the damn finger at the women. We point the finger at the women. Now, let me get this straight. We call ourselves men. We call ourselves kings. We call ourselves leaders. We call ourselves chosen. Look around the world and show me any other group of men who call themselves that, who sit back and point the finger at their women and blame every damn thing that's wrong with them on their women. Do you understand, man? We're laughing stock around the world. Only a group of pussies is going to blame everything on their women, man. That's what we are. The rest of the world views us like that. We don't have no alliances with anybody else around the world because nobody respects us. Because we don't stand for anything, but we fall for everything. Nobody respects us, man. We suck. I'm telling you, man. I ain't talking about you or them, or I'm talking about all of us, man. We suck. We don't stand up for nothing, man. We shun men who buck the system and tell them, well, you gotta be. Let's take a man that's having a terrible time, trying to get his child's mother to do the right thing. And that man finally just throw his hands in the air and say, you know what, I'll just send money. I ain't gonna worry about nothing else. Oh man, we'll tear that man down until we going through the same shit ourselves. Then we want people to sympathize with us. You understand? A whole bunch of men have chosen the wrong woman to have children with. A whole bunch of you have. Or just been so careless that you knew you had the wrong woman and you just was careless. You understand what I'm saying? When we find a man out here, man, who, especially these brothers that don't have no understanding of the inner city, oh man, you ought to hear how they tear these boys down. How they say the problem with society is Pookie and Ray Ray and that, they're destroying the society. No, sucker. I don't even listen to cats like that. Cat got one time say that, man. I don't even listen to him no more. Because I know he ain't got good sense. I know he don't know what the hell he talking about. Put yourself in the environment, Mr. Sucker. Put yourself in the environment where ain't no opportunities. And they always point out the one person that come out of that environment and go off to become a surgeon. Hey, man, that's one person. And let me tell you something about that environment. Boy, this system is so slick. Let me tell you what they do in that environment. Everybody who makes it out of that environment and goes on to be something major, legitimately, they always have somebody from outside that environment who pulls them out. There's always a hand from outside that environment that reaches in, and it may just give them one piece of insight, may just give them one opportunity, may just give them one thing. What you never know. You never know what it is. But there's always one person who comes in and plucks them out. Cause ain't no coming out that system legitimately without some outside help. That shit is a cage. It's a cage. And it's tall. And it's got barbed wire all around the bar, so you can't climb out. Ain't no climbing out the hood, nigga. You can't climb out the hood. Somebody got to help you out the hood. Somebody got to help you out the hood. You ain't coming out of there. And that's the reality of it, man. And let me tell you something. To be perfectly honest with you, man, look at these private prisons around here. That's where all the Ray Rays and Thuggos at, man. Like, they been made a dent in that. So everything that's going on right now, everybody that's crying about it, talking about, man, well, Ray Ray doing this. You know, Ray Ray and Thuggo are doing this. Nah, you lying, fool. You just sitting on your ass, not trying to do nothing about it. Just pointing your finger at who doing it. All these things we talk about, gentrification. What are these cats doing to stop it? Nothing. They may buy a little piece of property as an individual. You understand? We talk about the school system. What are these cats doing about it? Nothing. They may put their own children in a private school. See, let me tell you the greatest trick of the enemy is to make you and I think we not brothers. It's to make you and I hate each other so much that we say, I'm just going to help myself. I ain't worrying about my brother. All I'm going to help is myself. I don't care nothing about my brother. I don't care nothing about his children. I don't care nothing about his family. I don't care nothing about his parents. And that's how we end up in a system where a man get choked out. Boy, let me tell you something. Go in the middle of the street around a group of people and kill a dog. Go in the middle of the street and choke a dog out. Man, your ass going to jail. If that same cop would have killed a dog like that in the middle, I'm talking about a dog. If he would have killed a dog in the middle of the street, if nothing else, he would have got a fine. He would have got a fine, community service or something. You can't even kill a dog in the middle of the street like that, man. What in the hell kind of place are we living in where you could choke a man out in the street but you can't kill a dog? I'm telling you, brothers, it's a travesty, man, and this shit just got me. It's got me in a bad right now, brothers. I just can't believe that we so calm and passive about the shit that's going on around us, man. Like, we ain't got no fight no more, man. Plenty of times, man, I thought about just leaving this country, man, to be honest with you, man. Because I just don't see no fight in the brothers, man. But the Most High, that ain't what he put me here to do, man. I can't leave. I can't leave. I got shit to do here. You understand? I got things I need to do here on behalf of the Most High. He called me to work for him, man, and I'm going to work for him. You know what I'm saying? If I do leave, it's going to be when he give me the right to leave. When he tell me, okay, son, you've done well. You can go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But I've done enough dirt where he may tell me like Moses, come here, boy, get up on this mountain, look over there. That's where the people going. Your black ass ain't going. He may tell me that. That's cool. I just want to do what I got to do for this struggle, man. I just want to do what I got to do, man. So, look at him, man. Michael Vick got time. He was a millionaire, multimillionaire. That boy went to prison for killing dogs, for fighting dogs. A black man go to jail fighting a dog. A Hispanic man don't go to jail, man, for killing a black man in the middle of the damn street, man, on video. We ain't never seen Michael Vick kill a dog. Ever. Come on, man. I want y'all to put that in perspective. Put that in perspective. I think the man did 3 years, man, behind some damn dogs. And here go a man got choked out in the middle of the street telling him, you killing me, you killing me. I can't breathe, man, you killing me, you killing me, you killing me. Boy didn't do a bit of time. This been happening on video since Rodney King. It's been happening since we've been in this damn country. But it's been happening on video since Rodney King. And the results are still the same. Think about how long ago that was, man. They done went from beating us on camera, getting away with it, to killing us on camera, getting away with it, boy. And we still got to fear our lives, man, if we on Dog Country Road getting pulled over. I'm telling you, brothers, it's a travesty out here, man. It's a travesty out here. Hey, man. Hey, yo, get Tommy Kane 115 out of here, man. I don't know who that fool is, but he talking crazy. I'm gonna say take a protein sip. I ain't got no protein in front of me, man, but I got some water. Yeah, man, it's in plastic, man. Yeah, it's in plastic, man. So what? Yeah, and we still celebrating Christmas, man. We still celebrating Christmas. Still celebrating Easter. Still celebrating 4th of July. We celebrating everything. Celebrate April Fool Day when April Fool Day for real, man. You know what I'm saying? If the months lined up right, I'm telling you, it's a mockery. Everything is a mockery. April Fool Day, man, from my studies, if somebody else has found something else, let me know. From my studies, the day we celebrate April Fool is commensurate with the true day that we will be celebrating the Passover. Think about that. It's the true day that we will be celebrating the Passover. Think about that, brothers. We're dealing with a lot of things out here, man, that just don't make a whole lot of sense, brothers. Hey, I appreciate that GMB. I don't know what that boy that was talking about. Master the producer, man, appreciate the $2 super chat. Brothers, I say this, man. We really have to understand that, and I know this is cliche, and we got it off the movie New Jack City, man, but brothers, I am telling you, we all we got. We all we got, man. And we ain't gonna get nothing done, man, until we return to the Most High. That's it. The Most High is our strength. I jump into the book all the time, man. The Most High is our strength. We were enslaved when he first called us as his people. We weak as hell without him. Listen, brothers, we were enslaved by a people that we outnumbered. Think about this. We were enslaved by a people that we outnumbered. Y'all ain't listen to me. We were enslaved, in bondage, serving hard labor to a people that we outnumbered. That was our plight until the Most High chose us to be his chosen people. And what did we do? You know, not us per se, but as a people. What did we do? How do we think? Went against everything he told us to do. And now look at us again. Enslaved by a people that we outnumber. If you want to believe that dumb talk, man, that, you know, see, what you got to understand is this. We're not a minority by number. We're not a minority by number. They can feed you that foolishness all they want to. We're not a minority by number. Hispanics are not a minority by number. It ain't but one group of people in this country that have to go to fertility clinics and find out when the right time and try real hard to have children. It ain't but one group of people in this country that have to do that. And they are not Hispanic, and they are not us. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no way you can tell me that you truly believe that as far as numbers of bodies in this country, there's over 1 million of us that's not even counted because we in prison. They don't count them dudes. You think when they do a census, man, they count the prisoners? They don't. That's why they don't give you a name in prison. They give you a number. I was just talking to my partner the other day, man. He was talking about how, man, brothers need to stay out of that. Hey, listen, man, got something for y'all, man. On Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to go ahead and put the ad up for it because I won't be on tomorrow. On Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, man, me and my homie C. Douglas going to be on here, man, and we're going to be talking about, our topic is going to be play the game of life to win, but prepare to lose. So y'all join me for that, man. It's going to be top notch, and you're going to really, really get a chance to hear, two brothers that's, from similar backgrounds and have similar outlooks on things, man. Really, really give y'all a real chop up, man, on some things that ain't nobody else on here talking about, man. So y'all be looking for that, man. They don't even recognize you, man, when you behind the wall. You got a number. You ain't got no name on the back of your joint like you, boy, you ain't got no name nowhere. You got a number. When you go in to talk to the people, they ask you your number. Everything is by number. You can't count a number when you count people, you count names. You understand what I'm saying? We got to understand the game that's being played, man. Certain people from certain environments don't get counted. You understand what I'm saying? You know how many people are under the radar? If you ain't working, you don't get counted. You understand what I'm saying? There's a certain groups, they got several groups that don't get counted when they tally up those numbers, man. You got to understand, man. We are not the smallest group of people in this country. We are, in fact, the largest. Don't let anybody else tell you anything else. If you believe anything else, then you'll believe anything. I tell you what, if you'll believe that, boy, I got some beachfront. I'm talking about the finest ocean property in the world in Boise, Idaho, to sell you right now. And I'll sell it to you cheap. If you believe that. I'll sell it to you dirt cheap, homie. I'm talking about, look, cash money. I'll sell it to you cash money, homie. And that's the reality of it, man. I'm telling you, brothers, there's a bunch of things going on out here that are not right and are very disruptive to our quest to return to the Most High. Christianity is another thing that's very disruptive to our quest to return to the Most High. And if you notice, and this ain't no shot at nobody or nothing, but if you notice, out of all the brothers you hear talk about the Most High, I'm the only one that completely shuns Christianity and everything it represents. I'm the only one that completely shuns it. I'm the only one that completely shuns the concept of a savior besides the Most High. I'm the only one that completely shuns the concept that we should be waiting on somebody. I'm the only one that shuns the concept that somebody died for your sins. I'm the only one that shuns that concept. You know why? Because I'm the only one that God put that in. I ain't saying I'm better than nobody. I might be worse than everybody because of that. I'm just telling you I'm different. And I stand by that. I'm going to live with that and I'm going to die with that. And that's the bottom line, man. That's just how it goes, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. It don't really matter how nobody else feel about it. That's what God put me here for. I don't know what he put nobody else here for. And anybody who feel like, well, I can't deal with BOA because he believes this, fine. Because guess what? You ain't in my personal life, so I don't know you anyway. And that's just the reality of it. If I don't know you, I ain't got to know you. I'm here to do a mission for God. Not here to please no man. Not here to be accepted by no man. Not here to seek no man's approval or none of that. I'm on a mission for the Most High, man. And that's what he put in my spirit. That's what he put in my heart. That's what he put in my mind. And that's what I'm going to promote and present. If you don't like it, fine. All right. I think your time is up, Hattie J. And we've let you stay in here long enough. So we're going to go ahead and bounce you on out of here. You ask too many questions to be a female. We're not going to have that going on in here. We're not going to have that going on in here. You should just sit here and be quiet. Yeah, yeah. But listen, man. Yes, exactly, brother. He called, and let me tell you something, brothers. Let's be honest with you. All this talk about the cross, it was two other men that died on crosses at the same time. That was just how men got killed. And let me tell you something. You look at the book of Job. As a matter of fact, you look at the book of Job. When God asked Satan where he had been, what did he say? Up and down and to and fro in the earth. Let's do that again. I can't see it on this one. Let me go into this app. Up and down and to and fro in the earth. Now, I can't make this up. Up and down and to and fro in the earth. What's that look like to you? Look like a four-way stop sign to me, which in other words looks like a cross. That's just how they kill folks on the cross. Man, two other men died on the cross. How come one of them, what? Come on, man. You can believe what you want to believe, but I'm going to tell you like this. None of that wasn't around, man, when the children of Israel was running up through the joint. So you believe what you want to believe, man. Believe what you want to believe. I frankly don't care what nobody believes. Everybody who's going honor this and accept it, fine. Everybody who's not, I'm not here to care about who believes what. I'm just here to say what God put me here to say, man. You understand? I know what I stand on. You know what I'm saying? That's idolatry, man. See, this is the thing. When the Most High told the children of Israel about God, he said, you shall not worship anything that has any semblance of anything. No man, no woman, no symbol, no star, no animal, no nothing. So how do you even know what your Jesus looks like? You understand? You're either a God or you're a man. You can't be, come on, brothers. How crazy is it? Think about this. We're being convinced that somebody was here who was both a God and a man. Come on, man. Don't that sound like some Greek mythology or something? I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it, man, that black folks would be, not black folks, black men would be so gullible. Because you know good and well you were taught to go to church, man, by your mama. You know that. Your daddy might have been a preacher, but he was taught to go to church by his mama. You know good and well the majority of y'all were taught to go to church by y'all mama, y'all grandmama. Forced to get up and go. Didn't even want to go. Forced to get up and go. And when you got in there, what you did? Went to sleep. Anybody in here sleep right now? Well, I'm talking about the Most High. Anybody sleep? If you sleep, put some Z's in the chat. Put some Z's in the chat if you sleep, man. All right, I'm going to tell you like that. Yeah, everybody, man, listen, you can come. Go ahead, man. I'm telling you, man, the bottom line is this, brothers. I'm just telling you what it is, man. The reality of it is this, man. Let's talk about this. Look at the similarities between things that were done. And then I'm going to leave this alone, man. We ain't going to go too far into this. It's middle of the day. I ain't want to stay on here too long. But Jesus. And that name is Jesus. And when you look at that name is Hispanic. That's a Hispanic name. Period. Anybody who denies that is just a fool. That's a Hispanic name. So it's not pronounced Jesus. It's pronounced Jesus. It's a Hispanic name. We all know that. So, Jesus was not the first one to heal somebody. Was not the first one to raise the dead, and not the first one to be taken up into the heavens. So tell me what's the separation here? You understand what I'm saying? Tell me this, answer me this, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. When you, as a black man, think about church. When you think about church, do you feel like a man in church, man? Now, honestly, do you feel like a man in church? Like when you sit down in front of that man and revere that man, and he's up on that pulpit, because the Lord told the children of Israel, there shall be no stairs up to my altar. So bam, that's one strike. We ain't gonna talk about that though, because I don't want this to turn into Sunday sermon, but it may turn into Sunday sermon. That's already turned into Sunday sermon actually. So we'll call this Tuesday sermon. Tuesday biblical text, we'll call that. So I tell you like this, man. What is it that you feel when you're sitting in a pew with a man up there doing a bunch of hooping and hollering and all that? And I know some people say, I feel the spirit move. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Your spirit can tingle from a whole bunch. I've listened to Eric, E.T. the hip-hop preacher speak before. I've listened to him speak before, man, and got that same feeling. What you got to understand is this. None of that shit matters. The only thing that matters is statute commandments of the Most High. You can go in there and feel it. You can talk in tongues. You can do all that. How come wasn't nobody talking in tongues in the Old Testament? Tell me that. I'm listening. You got all these people out here being priests, man. Some of these folks can't even be priests. You can't be priest with a crooked eye. You got people out here doing a whole bunch of things, man. I just don't go along with it. If you go along with it, fine. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, brothers. All right, let me see. All right, brothers, we ain't gonna stay in here too much longer, man. I just want to come in here and drop something off to y'all right quick, man. And that's the bottom line, man. To me, that's just the word of the Most High. That's just the statutes and commandments. And that's it. I don't listen to nothing else. I don't want nobody to tell me nothing else. I don't want nobody to try to give me no insight or go read some extra stuff. I don't want to read no extra stuff. All I care about, man, is the statutes and commandments. I'm simple. I'm a simple man. All I care about is the statutes and commandments. Don't tell me to go read no other shit that ain't up just about the statutes and commandments. I don't want to know no stories. I don't want to know who think what. I don't want to know who saw what. All I care about is the statutes and commandments. Honoring those statutes and commandments is what brings us closer to God. Knowing all of that other stuff ain't gonna do nothing but make you go around and try to have debates with folks. All I want to do, man, is understand statutes and commandments, bro. That's it, man. We are the children of the Most High. We are God's chosen people. That's just where we are, man. And that's it for me, brother. So I appreciate everybody coming through, man. And I mean, this is the thing, man. I see a whole bunch of things in the chat, man, about, this and that, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to be talking to the people in the chat, because I don't take anything in when it comes to spirituality, brother. If it ain't about the word of the most, if it ain't about the statutes and commandments, man, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about nothing else. See, and when you quote the New Testament to tell me about something from the New Testament, see, that's not how a book goes. When you need to know what 2 + 2 is because you forgot in the back of your math book, you go back to the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? With every book, when you forget about something that happened early or something that happened and you need a reference point, you can always go back to the beginning of the book. You can't validate something in the New Testament with something in the New Testament. Come on, man. That's crazy. See, half of these things that men are talking about don't make no sense. And I know that the majority of men have been raised by their mothers, or either their fathers were weak men. And that's not a knock on anyone. That's just a society that we live in. We live in a society where, full-fledged masculinity has been shunned for a long time. Before any of us were born, it started before any of us were born. So I'm just saying, it's easy for you to feel weak and feel like, I need a savior, I'm weak. It's easy for you to feel that way because you were raised to feel that way. You were raised to feel like you're inferior. You understand? It's hard for most men to feel like they could be God's chosen people. And any man who shuns that is more likely to accept some other form of understanding about who God is. You liable to go another direction. Me, myself, hey man, I can't go that direction. You know what I'm saying? I can't go that direction, man. There's a 400-year window between the book of Malachi, the recorded book of Malachi, and the first sighting of John the Baptist. 400 years. Now, guess who studies those 400 years? Don't worry. I'll wait. Y'all tell me. I ain't gonna blurt it out. See, that's what a lot of people don't know. Those two books are not connected. The New Testament is not the same book as the Old Testament. It's not one big Bible. It's game, man. It's all game. It's all game, brother. Now, am I saying Jesus didn't exist? Nah. But he was just a prophet, man. If he's the son of God, then he's our little brother. Because God declared in the Old Testament that Israel, he told Moses, go tell Pharaoh, hey man, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. So I tell you, let my son go so that he may go in the wilderness and worship me. So I don't care what you say you read in the New Testament. God already declared us his firstborn son in the Old Testament. So the best that Jesus can be is our kid brother. You understand what I'm saying? He's our kid brother. I love him. Love him, man. He's my brother. I love him. I love my little brother, man. But all these things about, the Savior and all this, man, come on, man. Believe what you will. But until you can take the history of the world and compare it with the history of the New Testament, you're just flying by the seat of your pants. Because there are certain principles, there are certain things that were taking place in the real world that makes it virtually impossible for you and I to have had anything to do with Christianity and the advent of it. I bet you didn't know that Paul created all the churches, did you? No, you ain't know that. You thought he was going around talking to the churches. No. Thessalonians, Galatians, Ephesians, all of those people were groups of people, and Paul was going around spreading the word, getting those people to create those different churches. Come on, man. All you got to do is you got to know the history of the world. You can't just look at one thing, man. The world was here too now. It wasn't just all about religion or spirituality. The world was going along as well. You got to study, man. You got to study, man. It's the bottom line, man. So, I say this, man. We always talk about there are missing books of the Bible. And like the homie said, man, the missing 400 years is in the Apocrypha. All these things, we can say all of that. But the statutes and commandments of the Most High that you and I need to follow are right there in the Old Testament. See what I'm saying? They're right there in the Old Testament. And anything that tells me anything other than the Most High is the only God, the only Savior, the only anything, I just ain't going for it. I ain't gonna never go for it. I'm gonna die not going for it. The same way I live not going for it. So, I say that, man, and we're gonna go ahead and bounce on up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. And it's been real out here, man. And that's that's the reality of it, man. So everything that's been said in here, man, is what the Most High put in my spirit to tell y'all today, man. I ain't trying to convert nobody. I frankly don't care if anybody gets converted at all. See, the great thing about my mission for the Most High, I just do what he say. I don't worry about the result. The results is on him. He handles the result. I just say it. So I frankly, really, to be perfectly honest with you, I would hope that everyone would have the insight to understand that as God's chosen people, we ain't got to go through what other people go through. Do y'all understand that Christianity was created to give everybody else the same right that we had? They created that religion and everything about it to give themselves the same right to be God's chosen people that we have. If you look at yourself as a Gentile, you're a fool. I don't even understand how you as a black man can look at yourself as a Gentile. If you look and say that you got to go through the same things, you got to go be baptized, and you got to go through all that right there, and you got to go through a savior and all that, that means you don't understand who the hell you are. Because our relationship with God was established long before that.